Hey JD Ali, what up? How's it going? Y'all, I gotta zip out in this traffic real quick. Give me a second. My windows are, how they have condensation on them. Okay. Baby, last night. Oh, let me say this. Before anybody say Rebel was not feeling the panel and he jumped off the panel because my brother was in an accident. It wasn't a major accident. My sister was calling me back to back, and when she told me someone hit my brother, it was a fender bender, but his car wasn't messed up or anything. But it kind of, it scared me just to, after burying family members within the last few months, I had to immediately call my sister. My brother's okay. He didn't have to go to the hospital. And that was it. Um, y'all, so it was a very interesting show last night. Uh, we had Trey on, as a lot of you know. And to be honest, I didn't like or dislike Trey. I think some of his mannerisms in some of his videos are funny as hell to me. But thank you. But Trey is very polarizing. And I've seen Trey make allegations about people that could have him in a lawsuit. You know, he's very and I told him this. It seemed like he has an underlying nasty disposition. I don't know how old the guy is, because guys can be heavy. Big guys like that can have these round little baby faces, and they be damn near 60 years old. So I don't know how old he is. I'm guessing he's younger than all of us on the panel. But I'm gonna call QB this evening or later, just to see how he's doing. But I think QB was overwhelmed, and I told Pretty Ricky that. And everybody, sometimes people, they compartmentalize their emotions. They're emotional. They can have emotional outbursts when they feel bombarded, and I feel that he felt bombarded, so he had an emotional outburst, and it happens. But we talk behind the scenes. I looked at the replay, and my mouth was agape when I was off. It really popped off. But I'm not believing. Let me say this. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. My window was down in the back. I didn't realize it. I'm not a firm believer in all clicks and views are good. I just don't like. I don't like negative energy. And we talked beforehand about Trey, and QB sent us all, a message about how do we feel about Trey being on the panel. My response was, hey, it's okay with me. I'm cool with it. El Teddy said there may be a problem with he and the guy if Trey gets cute. El Teddy did say that. But El Teddy didn't say he didn't want Trey on. He was still cool with him being on, but he said he would get them together if he got cute. Because he can handle, he can spar back and forth with someone, because he feels that, he has the verbiage to handle people in that manner. But I don't like negative energy anyway. Even if I can drag you off the porch by the root of your house, I don't want your energy. I know I can go back and forth with you and I can handle you. But why would I want to handle you? I just don't like that type of energy. If there's someone that's ever recommended about being on the show that I'm not feeling, that may have done the most, I point blank will not support them being on the show. Any of my fellow panel members have an issue with someone, I respect that, and that person won't be on our show. Okay, oh my God. I had to jump over. This light is always an accident. What are y'all saying? Trey's, YB, Mary, you're right. Trey's energy is very off-putting. His energy is off-putting. And that, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm zipping through this gas station, cutting the corner. Thank you. I'm cutting through the gas station, y'all, because the traffic was bad. Hope I don't get a ticket. Okay. But his energy was off-putting, y'all. And when he came on, Trey is just so extra. And I guess because he's so young, but I think he's so extra because, hello, y'all. I am Trey. Trey, now stop it. Now, your damn voice may sound like Barry White when you talking in your regular tone. Now, is your voice really like that? And it could be. But I just feel that he's very, he gives me, he wants to be Wendy Williams. And I understand you want your clicks. I just never came on this scene trying to come through kicking doors down and make people think I'm Billy Badass. Okay, I'm looking at some of the questions. What was the point of having him as a guest? I don't know why. Let me say this. I think QB may have thought it was cute for, a roast and a gag, and he'd be probably, reading and, carrying on. But much like Wally, those personalities can't be contained. So I won't entertain your personality because I know that you're going to be a bit much. Me personally, and everybody can suggest who they want on their panel, and we can, on, gentleman's panel, and we can, agree or disagree with the person. I have chosen not to do it, and I'm not ready to host the channel, the gentleman's panel on my channel. I'm just not at that place right now. But all the yelling and stuff, we have to be emotionally mature. We got to respect the callers. We can't be snappy with the callers because those are our subscribers, are the ones that's making us. So we can't build bridges, walls between us and them. But I feel my brother was overwhelmed. QB was overwhelmed. And he was going through something. And I don't know what it is as of yet, but I am going to talk to him today. No, Wally, hell no. Wally, absolutely, unequivocally no. Wally is hell no from me 10 times plus. Wally is a lot more worse than Trey. Wally I'd rather have VS on before we have Wally on. No. Go Wally lies like a rug. He'll spin false narratives. No. Absolutely not. Hey, Purple Power, just one and only. My mods, Miss All That. Uh, I'm looking at the chat. I'm looking at the chat now, y'all, because I'm at this red light. I don't like, you know, when Trey went on his platform and he started cursing Jay Wilson out and El Teddy. Well, El Teddy said some derogatory things about him as well. Let's just keep it real. When El Teddy did his live. So, you know, all is fair in love and war. But for him to talk like he did about Jay Wilson wasn't talking about that boy's weight or how he, you know, or the roof that was like it was caving in on the top. What's up with this? Okay. They are really driving like maniacs today. Come on and hit me. Run into the back of my car. I'll have that new Jeep Wrangler hard top that I want. If you hit me, please bump into my car. Let me survive the hit, but hit my car and make it be total. I beg you to. No. And these people are so, come on, y'all. I'm getting over now, y'all. Give me a second. I have my eyes trained on this road. Thank you, sir. You know what? The Pretty Mortician. Oh, I'm Pretty Ricky. QB will reach out to Pretty Ricky. Because best believe we talked about that behind the scenes. We did talk about, we addressed that. And we did talk about, we talked for probably about 20 minutes after the show. Okay. But, and I think he was very short with Pretty Ricky. But, you know, he was going through something, and it manifested in him being, you know, cutting the people off and, you know, snapping on them. And I think he will reach out to Pretty Ricky, because QB has a soft heart. He has this heart and exterior, you know, the portrayal of being this hard rapping guy, but he has, you know, he has a very soft heart. You know, would I have handled it? I would have handled it differently, because, you know, I'm a Southern person, and we tend to be very much more polite. Some of us, the politeness can be very fake. So I like people that are really, you know, very honest and raw about who they are. Southern people, the politeness can just be too much, and because they're really acting, you know, that whole Paula Deen and you know, yeah, baby, I love everybody, baby, you my best friend. Yo, baby, you want some tea? Hell no. If I don't F with you, I don't F with you. Oh yeah. QB did have a rough day, but when I looked at the back play of the video, I thought it was a bit much, you know, the yelling, you know, and telling people to hush up and, you know, let me speak and muting everybody. Yeah, that was a bit much. But again, he seemed to have been going through some other issues, and I'm not aware of what it is because I went to sleep and I had to get up this morning, which is why I'm running not really late. I always tell y'all that my time is generally 8 to 4. I never go in at 8 o'clock. I'm always at work at like 5:36, 7 o'clock. But behind the scenes, people hugged it out. You know, apologies were given. And we're good. We're grown men. We're grown men. Y'all, I'm eating some Pringles right now, so if you see some crumbs on my mouth, I'm not doing a mukbang. But I think that my personality, don't best believe that I am calm and I'm even-tempered, but I come from a family of people that like to argue and fight. So it's always been my goal to be totally different from my family. If someone's snapping on me, it's gonna get a knee-jerk reaction. So, and that could be any member of the panel. You know, I just feel that respect is a two-way street. You yell at me, I'm going to yell back. But, you know, we'll yell it out. Probably call each other B's and H's or whatever. And we'll be good. You know. Trey, I think Trey's, and the thing is, you know, I have love for my brothers on the panel, all of them. We all have each other's phone numbers. And we can all say what we didn't like. I think El Teddy is very animated at times. But El Teddy, he doesn't give me that he likes to get down in the mud and roll, you know, with the pigs. And he's not, if he gets confronted, El Teddy probably, I saw him like he kind of withdrew. And that was a very mature thing to do. I pray for that type of control. But I think that, you know, we're good behind it. So anybody saying that the gentleman's panel is in shambles and we're ready to call it quits, it's not true. James Caldwell is not ready to just bounce, and everybody said James Caldwell is just over it. James Caldwell's demeanor is just like that. His demeanor is very even keel. It's just how he is. It's gonna, if something he's like it or dislike it, he's gonna keep that same face. But Trey's defense mechanism, like a lot of, let me tell you, the kind of gays that I didn't like. There were two types of gay people that I've never gotten along with until the last few years. That was queens that was so extra that they wanted, okay, some gay men try to emulate women so much that they come across as being very catty and very snappy. You know, very, like a mean-ass cockatiel. Some type of parrot that's just squawking at everyone. And then there are the lesbian women that are so manly that they try to be hard and they come across as assholes. Those are the two types that I generally bumped heads with. But I think that a lot of times that people are misunderstood. Yeah, yes, is Trey extra? Yeah, Trey's extra. Does he do some things that I think are funny? Hell yeah, I give the boy his props. Some of his videos are very funny, and they have me rolling, and I told him that. But all the gentlemen agreed that he could come on. If there's someone that has rubbed one of us the wrong way, and we say we are not feeling this person being on the show, we're all gonna be on the same page. It's a united front. We have to. I don't want my panel members being disrespected. And I say it again, like Wally. James and Brother Jay had been rubbed the wrong way numerous times by Wally. Wally had never really rubbed me the wrong way, but I saw him for being who he is. He's, pond scum. So I wasn't gonna, with my brothers, and I was right along with them. We did have a back behind the scenes, chat, I'll say, about Wally, and it was hell no. Three of us were not for Wally coming on the show. If that would have been just one of us, it still would have been Wally not coming on the show. If Riri wanted to come on the show, and one of my brothers on the panel weren't feeling him, hell no, he's not coming on the show. My brother, again, because I know this narrative is going to be spread, why Rebel logged off, and some of the gentlemen reached out to me. It was James and Brother Jay reached out to ask me was everything okay. And I have to call them back both today. I'm not looking at the chat, y'all, because I don't want to be in this car lot. Okay. But they reached out to me. My brother was in a fender bender. Someone hit him. His car wasn't messed up, but my sister kept calling me. And I was like, okay, what's going on? This is serious. So I immediately logged off when she said accident, my brother. I'm thinking, oh God, please don't be in the hospital. But she was telling me what happened, and I was good. I called Tim, then I got back on panel because he was on his way home. Hey y'all, I'm sorry. It was buffering. I'm sorry. Hey Brown Sugar, I'm back, y'all. So yeah, so I think, the gentleman, yeah, I'm back, y'all. I was by an underpass. But I think, everyone listen. Again, they were doing lives about us when we were still live. At the end of the show, I saw people popping up. My notifications, it was Tracy, it was Nicole Tyler, it was Trey. It was them popping up, and these people are trying to get some coins and get Christmas gifts after Black Friday. I understand it, girl. But it is what it is. Nisi the budget Nista. Hey. Did someone, I saw James. If James in here, what up, my bro? What up? What's T? But I think Trey may have been bullied. So his defense mechanism is to read before he gets read. He's developed. That's his coping mechanism, to lash out. And I get it. I do get it. Y'all, Trey is a hard pill to swallow. He's a hard pill to swallow, I must admit. But when that caller called in and she was talking about the camera angles and she was talking about the ceiling, James swiveled in that chair. I'm surprised he didn't get whiplash last night. He swiveled around, and baby, I picked up wig, also known as EJ, and put him over my face because I was dying, when she said that. Because he did have like a little water stain or something going on with that ceiling. It was giving me 1865. What does Jay say? 1860 house? But and I'm gonna tell you, there were some people are very, and let me tell you, gay men, there's a spectrum of how gay men are. And James made a good point one time about this type of gay versus that type of gay. How people are accepting of a particular type of gay. Some women like a particular type of gay. Others are not so accepted. And I've witnessed that myself. And my friends are very diverse. Trey's a bit much. Just calling people outright gay and he's a shock jock. He's very much a shock jock. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. I want you to make me stop pressing my snooze button on my alarm clock. And I say it every morning. I should have got up earlier. Today is Friday. So I am ready I'll probably be gone by 2 o'clock. But the show got the numbers. But let me say, you know how people say all money is not good money? I wouldn't care if Trey was on again. But whatever my panel members say about him being on, I'm behind them 100%. Hey, Rail Jets. And you know what? I've said that before. Some women do treat gay men like handbags. Especially I've said that about Nene when she's had gay men. She'd be, my gays, my gays. To me, that's the equivalent of a white person saying, my blacks, my blacks. No, don't call me you're gay. I'm your friend. Trey does want the attention. He wants the attention. When I ate the dog food, you was screaming, Vivian. So now I hear BS is saying that Rebel eats dog food. BS, you do know that it was a parody that I was doing. So I would like to go all in when I'm doing a parody. I don't even eat red meat. It's crazy. No, it wasn't dog food. I don't go that into character to actually eat real dog food. Uh, BS. I wanted to make you think I was, of course, just like BS, you were making like the puppy was sucking your breast. Or no, was it a puppy sucking your breast or you were eating some shit out of a diaper? Were you really eating baby shit out of a diaper? Do you get what I'm saying? Yes, that was turkey chili. Miss all that. I was eating turkey chili. I cleaned the can. I dumped the dog food in the trash. So I wasted 79 cents. Okay. I dumped the dog food in the trash. I cleaned the can out really well. Then I cut a Ziploc bag and I put it inside the can to put the chili in because even though I cleaned the can, I didn't want any remnants of horse meat or what entrails they're using for the dog food to even touch what I was eating. I don't know. I'm calling QB today because I know he worked last night and um but I'll check on my brother today just to touch bases with him. Um but everything is good, y'all. I need to run to this shuttle. Thank you. I need to go catch the shuttle, y'all. Thank y'all for coming out. Much love to you. Moderators, again, much love to y'all coming in, holding it down. Anyone that I missed, I didn't see everybody because I was driving. Charge it to my eyes and not my heart. But peace, y'all.